What's up, freaks? Your pal Al here. It's 8:15 in the morning, and I'm doing my normal routine, which is basically just walking around and getting ready for church, getting in the mind frame of praising God. Seems to be the thing I do a lot, often nowadays. So, without further ado, I got something to talk about. So let's freak out.
Please stand clear of the doors.
I know I've been away for a while, and I apologize for that, in a way. But then again, I kind of don't. You see, I've been going through a lot of life changes, things that I didn't really want to accept at first, but I am now. Sometimes you have to. But that being said, it's something that I've thought about quite recently that has kind of changed my perspective on life in a way. As I walk my neighborhood for one of the last times. Change is hard to do, but sometimes it's necessary. But no, that's not what I was thinking about. What I was actually thinking about was the factor of why things happen. Whether they're bad, good, whatever it is, why things happen. And the only thing that I could come up with to make me feel a little better about myself as a person is that some things are meant to be done, not for you, not for me, but for the benefit of what the future holds. In other words, let's say there's a great plan, like everybody always says. God has a plan, or the universe has a plan, or somebody has a plan. Let's say there's a plan. Well, when you have a plan to get something done, a lot of other things have to be done before the plan is finished. Sometimes it's good things and sometimes it's bad things, but it's things that need to be done in order to move other things into perspective, if you will. So, look at that house. But anyway, some things you lose, some things you gain. You know, sometimes it's just moments that happen in order for you to be prepared for what's coming. I've learned this over and over again on a lot of things. And sometimes it sucks. You have special people that come into your life, or special things that come into your life that you cherish. And no matter what, it doesn't matter. Because it's not part of the plan. It's just something to get you by, really. It's just an interesting way to look at things like that. To think to yourself that maybe it's not about you. Maybe it's not about them. Maybe it's about things that you had to do. That you had to go through in order for something to happen. I'll give you an example, like being married to someone for a very long time. And it ultimately comes into perspective of not being something that is, lifelong, as you previously thought it would be. But maybe it wasn't about that at all. Maybe you're supposed to meet that person because you were supposed to have children with them. Not for you. Not for them. But for what the future is to hold. So basically, your children, with the chemical formula that was used between you and that other person that you were with, were supposed to make these human beings, because these human beings are actually supposed to go do something that is worthwhile, important to humanity or the world or the universe itself. And so, looking at it like that, or even possibly not even that much, maybe it even goes even further than that. Quite possibly your children's children are the one who's supposed to do it. But the thing is if you didn't get with this person to make these people the way they are with the chemical DNA and makeup that they have in order to complete this plan, and you were to say go with somebody else that was off plan, the plan wouldn't really be executed then, would it? Instead, you'd have things that now have to be taken care of in order for the plan to work. It's kind of weird to look at it like that, but this is the things that I've been thinking about, trying to get me by on a lot of change. I don't really want to say heartbreak, because it is, but I don't really want to say heartbreak, or I don't want to say, changes of sadness, or my life being destroyed, or whatever like that. Nothing like that. That's all negativity. Think of it as just plain change that creates us, moves us, brings us together, and ultimately finishes the plan. You were just a pawn in. It was never really about you. Just food for thought. Something I always like to think about. I mean, things like this is what I usually think about before church, before I go pray to God. Try to figure out, well, not really figure out, but try to tell God that I'm okay with his plan, that I know I don't have any control over it, and that I am just a pawn in that plan. And I want to be a part of it to help it move forward, rather than try to resist it and get my own way. It's never a way to live. So anyway, enough of all that. Let me know in the comments what you think about all that. Let me know what your idea of why things happen. One of the great things of mankind is our curiosity, where very few other mammals on this earth besides us have this longing to know why, have this longing to move forward. That's what I would like to do, is move forward. And that's what we're gonna do. Soon I'll be out of here. Hopefully my children will be following behind me. I'm trying to keep it that way, but I'm letting them choose what they want to do rather than me tell them what to do. They're older children now. They're not even children anymore, really. Can't even say children anymore. They're not. But they do have a great mind on their shoulder, in their heads, on their shoulders. They know what they want, and I want them to be happy. So I will let them be happy by making one of the most crucial choices that they could make in their entire lives. And that's where they want to continue. And it's okay with me. Whatever they choose, as long as they're happy. But I'll be out of here. I'll be living la vida loca. I'll be back to my old self sooner or later, because I want to build myself up better than before. I want to live this new life of being able to make my own choices. It's been a hard couple of decades. I've always put somebody else or other people first on everything. Even when I'm at the grocery store, I don't even know if I should buy that or buy this, because I don't know if someone's going to be mad at me or not for buying it. Which most likely they would be, because I made a choice without consulting first. So, yeah. So, I don't have to do that anymore, though. And that's That's what's the new way of living is coming down on me. I'm not used to being someone who would say, I want to buy that cereal because I want it and I'm going to get it. I don't care if anybody likes it or not. I still have my kids, though. I still do that with them. And I will. But they like everything I like, so it works out. Other than that, man, just always remember, son, one thing for me, and one thing only that I've been saying since the beginning of time, and I never really paid attention to my own words, you know? And I think it's high time that we start doing that together as a freak out family, as the freaks of Florida, if you will. And that one thing we have to do is always remember that life is what you make of it. So make it a good one. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for spending time with me. I got to get to church. Until next time. Have a great day. I'll be back soon. I won't stay away too long, like usual. Bye-bye.